So we're here backstage at Montfort Hall, the preview show of the Days Leicester Comedy Festival.
Woo!
And you've just been on stage.
Yes.
You've just spoken in front of thousands of people.
Well, 1,000 and a half of 1,000. Yes, 1,500.
How have you found it?
I was fun. I thought people laughed sometimes, and then sometimes they didn't, and that was good.
Which is how it goes. Yeah, they laugh and then you carry on speaking. Otherwise, they can't hear your jokes, can they?
Yeah.
So, how long have you been in the business? You've been doing it for 9.5. You said to me 9.5 years now.
Yes, 9.5 years of performing stand-up comedy. That's generally what I do. Sometimes I'll do panel shows on TV once in a while, but most of my life is doing stand-up in terms of work. Yeah.
Which do you prefer? TV performance, on a stage, unrecorded?
I love stand-up. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
And hopefully when you do things on television, it's just so that eventually people can come to the show.
Yeah.
It'd be great, you know? People, the dream is you have enough people in every city, and you just go, and people are like, we're here for your show. It'd be amazing.
Absolutely, okay. So you've been doing it for 9.5 years. When did you begin?
9.5 years ago, weirdly.
So 2005?
That would be 2005, yes.
Okay,
In
and...
September, in Toronto, where I moved there for college, and I took like some drama, comedy, writing, and performance program. I knew I was going to drop out of that, but it was just to do stand-up. So I moved there and just started going to like terrible open mics.
Uh-huh.
And did that for years, 5 years. No one paid me. No one cared about me. I performed for like 3 people 5 times a week.
Mm.
Sometimes there'd be people there. And then somehow that led to me being here.
So what was the first point where like things changed for you?
I don't know what the first point was. Probably the point where I decided I was going to move to England. I started getting some club work where you do weekends in different cities across Canada, and that was cool. And then I decided I'm going to move to England before anything good happens, so I don't feel like I'm tied to Canada. I want to move here.
Yeah.
So I gave up my place, and I just was homeless for 8 months, couch surfed, saved up all the money I could. I was ready to move here. And I had saved enough, and then 3 weeks before I moved here, I was in this comedy competition called Stand Up and Bite Me on this really small cable network in Canada called Bite TV. And I won this competition. I won $10,000. And that was the first time I was like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great. $10,000. And I used that. I moved here and just burned through that money. Like, not like in a way where I had to live, just burnt. On nothing. I don't know where the money went, but it is long gone now.
Yeah. So when you were like 26, 25, 26?
Yeah, I would have been 26, I think, yeah.
And that money just disappears.
It is gone, yeah.
But then you found your feet in comedy in England. Would you be going back to the States or Canada or
I don't
anywhere
know.
else in the world?
I go back to Canada a couple times a year to visit and do some shows, which is great. In terms of America, I'm really happy here. I love the UK. It's a great place for live stand-up. I read a study once that said 40% of this country goes to live stand-up every year. That's amazing.
Mm.
Like, it's a country that just respects the one thing I'm good at.
Mm-hmm.
If I went to, like, China, you know, I don't have any skills there. I don't speak Chinese. That's a big hindrance. And even if I did stand-up comedy, no one gives a shit about it. Like, so this is amazing. This is like my mecca.
I've not actually seen
Chinese
gig
comedy
in China or in America
maybe.
anywhere. So what's like the difference in the culture there?
I don't know. I've never performed in China or America.
You've not performed in...
No, not really. One gig in Buffalo, New York, which is right near the Canadian border once for 12 people. So
okay.
If I judge it on that gig, America has a lot it needs to improve. But probably outside that gig, there's great things happening. But in Canada, I'd say audience-wise, it's all about the same. I went to South Africa once and did 2 weeks in Johannesburg at this club in a casino. It was really cool.
Mm.
It's like 2 weeks in this like place that you're told it's terrifyingly dangerous, but you get there and everyone's just nicer and treats you better than you've ever been treated by anyone. Everyone's like, oh, hey, really good to meet you. And you're like, I don't... And then here, you just look at people like, ugh, don't look me in the eyes for 2 seconds. This is disgusting. Because you live on this cold, gray island where no one connects with anyone. But,
best place to be.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I guess.
And you're trapped here now, of course.
I'm trapped. I'm stuck.
So you're based in London, is it?
I live in southwest London in Streatham Hill with
Mm-hmm.
in a house that I tell people is a squat, so that it seems impressive.
I think we've got some fans over there.
Yeah.
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 Some smiles.
Cool.
So what did you say? Sorry, you're there with.
I live with like my girlfriend, and then a bunch of people who are my friends.
Oh, so girlfriends, friends, yeah.
No, my friends.
Your friends, excellent.
My friends, yeah.
Yeah, and so what brings you to Leicester? You found the Leicester Festival through which route?
I don't know how I found it really. Probably an email. I got this year. I got an email from the Cookie, and they said, "Do you want to perform at the Cookie?"
Great venue.
And I didn't know what the Cookie was, so I googled the Cookie.
Yeah.
And I was like, I do want to perform at the Cookie, and I'm performing at the Cookie on February 20th at 6 o'clock. And that is my show in the Leicester Comedy Festival this year. It's going to be really exciting. And my new show is going to be called Bobby Mair, Filthy Immigrant.
Okay.
But
good name.
Because of an error in the program, it just says Bobby Mair, which also describes enough about the show. Me.
To know who you are, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Bobby Mair, Filthy Immigrant. Your words, not mine. The 20th of February, Days Leicester Comedy Festival at the Cookie. And where'd you go after that, Bobby? What sort of... you do your show here in Leicester, and then...
The next... I don't know. Every weekend I'm somewhere else. Really, I want to focus on my show at the Cookie in Dave's Leicester Comedy Festival on the 20th of February. If you're watching and you're anywhere in the UK or near the UK, I need you to come to the Cookie on February 20th at 6 o'clock for Dave's Leicester Comedy Festival. After that, it doesn't exist to me.
2015, just to clarify. If you watch this in the future, you've missed it. It was a good show.
If you ever develop a time machine, I would say that is the moment to come back to. Fuck killing Hitler.
True.
Come watch this show at the Cookie at Dave's Leicester Comedy Festival on February 20th at 6 o'clock at the Cookie.
Bobby, thank you very much for coming to see us.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Excellent show today at the preview.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Love the hall. Big de Montfort. It's a great place.
Thank you.
Thank you.